Hi, this is a tutorial on how to work with special sales prices and sales lines discounts for customers and customer groups. So Garage Hive has the ability to use the same labor lines for every customer, but the price varies depending on the customer. And it can either be done by the customer card having a special labor rate, or the customer card belongs to a group, like a customer group that has a discount applied to a group. So if you have like essentially all of your trade customers, for example, could all belong to the same group. But if you have a fleet company that have negotiated their own terms, then you can have a very specific price set for that particular customer. So first of all, let's have a look at sale prices on labor lines and how to set some special prices. So from the home page, if you go to your catalogs and go to labors, and then find the labor line that you want to work with. So in this case, we'll select the standard labor rate and we'll just highlight it. Then at the top of the page, we've got sales prices here. And this is how you set a specific rate of that labor line for a particular customer. So for example, I've selected sales type customer. I've selected the customer I want the special price to apply to. I then simply put the price in just here. So I'll show you another how to do it again. So again, I'll select customer. We'll select the type of customer, and in this case, this customer is going to be paying a much higher rate. So you can go higher or lower than the default price of that particular labor line. So this is the labor line now set up. So I'll come out of here and let's just have a look at the labor card to see what the default price is. So we can see the default price of this labor line is £50. But now I've added a specific sales price. Let's just have a look how it behaves on the job sheet. So if we open up the job sheet of the fleet company and I add a labor line using the code that I've applied the price to, you can see it's bought it for at £40. So just take note of the labor number that we're using. So if I now go to the customer where we've put the inflated price in and add the labor line, you see it's bought it for at £70. It's exactly the same labor number. So that's how you set special prices. You can do this for all of your particular labor cards. You can have it as many customers as you want per labor card having their own particular price. Same can be done for MOTs, etc. So the next method is discounting. So again, go to catalogs, labors, and let's select diagnostic, for example. And then up here, you'll see in the navigate option of the service of the labor card, you see we've got sales line discounts. So this works in exactly the same way. So again, we'll set one up for the fleet company. And we'll say that they get a 80% discount on diagnostic. So this is now set up. So if we go back to the job card of the diagnostic company, of the fleet company, sorry. And we add a diagnostic, we add a diag line, you see that the price is £12, reduced from 60. So I'm just going to enable the discount column so we can actually see the discount that's been applied. So you see it's automatically applied the 80% discount to this line. And likewise, if I go to the normal customer and add a diagnostic, you see it hasn't applied the discount. So that's your second method. You can either do it based on fixed price labor prices, or you can do it on discounts. So the third option are customer groups, essentially. So we're just going to go to customers and we'll select the fleet customer. And if we scroll down here, you'll see on a customer card, you've got customer price group and customer discount group. So within here, you need to make some new groups. So for example, I've just got a single group called fleet. You don't need to mess around with any of these settings. The settings will already be all correct. So we've now got a customer price group called fleet. that I'm going to apply to this fleet customer. So again, if I go back to catalogs and go back to labels, and in this instance, we're going to use the MOT test label card. Open the label card, go to navigate, and go to sales prices. Now you can see here that there is no particular customer or group or anybody set up to receive anything special. So now instead of selecting customer type on the left, we select customer price group. And we're going to select the fleet group that we've just created. And we'll say the MOT for fleet customers is £25. So sales type is customer price group, not customer. Again, you can set discounts for all customers as well, but in this case, we're going to do the group and we're going to do the fleet group that we've just created. And we've also applied that group to the customer card we want this discount to apply to. So again, if we go, we'll make a new job sheet. Just going to select a vehicle. And we'll select the fleet customer. So if we add the MOT test, you can see it's bought it through at 25. So it's bought the MOT through at a discounted price. This isn't because the customer has a special rate. This is because the customer belongs to a customer price group called fleet. So they're your three methods. You can set an individual customer to have their own special price, an individual customer to have their own special discount based on a percentage, or you can apply special prices to customer groups, then apply the customer to that group. I hope that all makes sense.